And welcome to the Wrk Podcast. My name is Josh Jordan.
My name is She Code.
And we're here with a very special guest today, Mr. Jon Wiilde in the motherfucking building.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey man, this is Wrk, the podcast, the platform. If you haven't tuned in before, thank you for tuning in. It's a platform totally based on highlighting not only the creative, but also their processes, you know, the things that make them who they are and what brought them to who they are today. Real quick, before we get into it, we're going to give a quick shout out to the motherfucking team. Shout out Are Sacramento for making all this possible. Mario and the team over there. We love your life and we appreciate you. Yeah. Big shout out to Freestyle Fridays, CitySound Co. and Soundbyte Studios, the motherfucking team at CSSB. Any visual, audio, photo needs, make sure you tap in, man. It's regular.
Shout out Big Mike J behind the camera.
On the motherfucking camera, you hear me?
Big shout out.
Look, today he was on like 50 embroidery needles. Now he's on a camera. How'd that work out?
Wow.
But yeah, man, we got a really dope show planned today. If you guys aren't familiar with Jon Wiilde, you definitely want to get familiar with him. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking dog. I've been blessed with a couple experiences. Got to check him out in live format, and it is quite the experience. So
Natural habitat.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, in your natural habitat, dude. You got your shoes off right now.
I do. Yeah, no, there was no way I'm hanging out here for the next hour plus with my shoes on.
I gotta start taking notes. That sounds peaceful.
Come on, it's pretty nice, dude. You guys got a nice rug. I'm not gonna lie, it's cool. And I showered before I got here, so I don't have like dirty feet. If that's what you're wondering, because I know you're like, damn, bro, I just bought this rug. We're all good, you know.
Hey, it's Mario's rug. I ain't worried.
Yeah. Actually, let me dirty it up real quick.
Hey, so look, man, check it out. If you guys haven't tuned into a podcast, to the Wrk Podcast, this is basically how it goes. There's three segments. The first segment, we're going to talk about some local events. We're going to shout out some things going on in our city. Shout out motherfucking Sacramento, California, and some surrounding cities if there are things going on that are worth the drive. Shit, you know, 6-hour drive ain't nothing. Hop in that car. Get to it.
6 hours.
Second segment, yeah, you know. Well, I'm just saying. Yeah. You don't got to move to LA. Just drive there. All right, look.
That's what I do that like once a month. I feel you, dog.
Okay,
you know?
thank you.
Yeah.
See? God.
It's a journey, but you can make it.
You can make it. You know, second part of the show is going to be real dope. We're going to talk to Jon Wiilde. We're going to get a little bit more in depth, learn about his processes and what makes him him. Third segment will be super dope. We're going to close off with, of course, Wrk Radio. We're going to highlight some local music, and then we got a special little surprise at the end. So shout out the motherfucking movement, man. It's Wrk. Let's motherfucking get into it. Cheat Code, you ready?
Let's go.
Yeah, we ready. Jon Wiilde's ready. He done took the whispering from me.
I didn't know you did that. I didn't know that was your thing, dog.
No,
I just walked into your house and stole your shit. I don't mean to do that, bro. I had no idea.
Nah, it's all good.
All right, man.
We share around here.
Yeah, we're going to push right past that one. All right, September 27th through October 11th. These are the dates that we're looking at right now. Shout out motherfucking The Movement. Real regular ones that you hear us talk about all the time. Rush Room. They're still rocking. You know what I'm saying? Their last one they just did, Jakari Smith hosted. It's really motherfucking dope. They're doing their thing. That's every motherfucking Thursday. Sign-ups, I think, are 5:30. Don't quote me on that, but it's probably better earlier than later. It's like 5:30 or 6:30, but shit.
You talking about the open mic signups?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's 6:30.
Okay, 6:30.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think it starts at 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 6:30 makes sense.
I've done them a few times. Yeah,
Okay.
It's awesome. Yeah, Rushroom's tight.
Team shit, bro.
You know.
Can't think of a better venue for real. You're right there, bro. You're in the mix.
Let's go.
For sure.
K Street. Shout out Rush Room, man. It's real regular. I was on Eventbrite doing some homework, which was something new for us, which is something we're definitely going to start doing more regularly. Tapped in with this real dope events going on. It's called The Cypher. It's going on Friday, September 30th. It's an open mic and jam session. It's thrown by Soul Feed Incorporated and Quasikin Studio. It's right there at 3200 Broadway Street, so it's right on the corner, man. 5:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. I don't have too much information on it, but the fact that there's a group that's putting something online 3 weeks in advance to promote their event, I want to show up.
That's
you know
tight.
what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what's up with the open mic, you know? So we in there pushing right past Foreign Native, bringing it back again. You know what I'm saying? By the time this goes live, we'll have already been past their last open mic. So this next one coming up is going to be Sunday, October 2nd, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. That is at State Farms. Real dope venue. You know what I'm saying? I still have to make my way out there, but the photos, the videos I see online, I mean, it's a fucking
Nice
huge
looking,
ass space, dude.
big as fuck.
Huge space, and they built that pergola out there. Shout out the motherfucking movement. You hear me?
The pergola.
Hell yeah, man. And then a real quick team shout out, Chief Zini, producer Goat. His birthday is October 11th, so happy birthday to the motherfucking
Happy
dog.
birthday, yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, synchronized. All right, man. Pretty quick little segment there, but that's motherfucking local events in the motherfucking Sacramento area. Again, if you're an event host or a promoter or somebody that just knows about events going on, please shoot us a DM and let us know so we can fucking promote it on the show and get it going. Cheat Code, Jon Wiilde, Mario, Mike behind the camera. We ready to get into this shit? It might get a little weird.
I feel ready.
I'm just kidding. I got nothing too crazy up my sleeve. Maybe. I'm just saying, if you've seen the last video, man, make sure you go check out Beach by Jon Wiilde, man. You're going to get the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it.
Yeah, your creative mind is different, man. I can't wait to learn about it.
Hey, thanks, man. We're in here.
We're in here, bro.
Come on.
All right, check it out. Mr. Wiilde, if you could give us a quick rundown, man. Tell us who you are. Tell the folks who don't know who you are, what you do, how long you've been doing it for. Just a quick little introduction.
My name's Jon. I'm a human being, and I'm happy to be here. You know?
Can I snap for that?
Come on.
We're
We're
here.
here.
Right?
We're out here. We're alive.
That's right, brother.
I just dropped a song on September 1st. Wow. Okay, I just dropped a song on September 1st, which as of today, us filming, recording, is like a week ago. Exactly a week ago. Yeah. And it's called Beach. And it feels good, man. It feels like the start of something, you know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Feels like we're just getting started. You know, dropped a music video. And to be honest, I've had the song and the video kind of in the tuck for a while now. And really over the course of the last 18 months, pandemic, whatever, just been making tons and tons of records that I feel really good about. And it just feels like we're doing the groundwork. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say that like 20 times a day. We're doing the groundwork, baby. You know what I mean? We're laying the groundwork, and it just feels like now it's starting to build. It's starting to, you know, get going. You know, and it feels early. It feels like the beginning. It feels like the start of something, you know?
Yeah, dude.
You know?
All right, well, check it out. I think we're going to skip ahead a few questions just because I think it makes sense with what Jon's talking about. It's something that Chico likes to ask every artist that's been on here so far, and I'm going to go ahead and just throw it out there. But, you know, we did some homework, read your Spotify bio. You know what I mean? Learned some things about Jon Wiilde.
Let's go.
And
I wrote that bio.
yeah, bro. It turns out that you know, even from the outside world looking in, as spectacular and creative and as wild as it is, it turns out you're a human being as well, and that you've gone through similar things that other people have gone through and battled similar things. So one thing Chico would always ask is, you know, was there a turning point from where it became, hey, I'm going to, you know, be working for somebody else doing this for the rest of my life, and then it turned into now I'm 100%.
Take that leap.
Yeah. When did that leap get taken?
I mean, in different, I feel like it's a lot of different leaps in different ways, and I'll maybe describe a couple. You know, at first, I'll back up. Like maybe from, I don't know, 18 to 24, 25, really I was just mostly focused on producing stuff for other people and producing other projects and kind of developing artists and things that I believed in. But what kept happening was I kept feeling like I was maybe, and I say this with love because some of these people are still homies, I felt like I was maybe working harder on their project than they were, which just, if you're an artist, it can't be that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't will somebody to greatness. I heard that recently. And I'm like, that's true.
Put that on a shirt.
Come on,
what do we
dude.
like to say? You can lead them to water. You can't make them drink.
Absolutely, yeah. I think I heard it from this guy. I think his name is Ray Daniels, and he said that, and I was like, "That's fucking real."
Yeah, dude.
And so that was a big thing. Maybe around 24, 25, I wrote a song, and I remember like playing it back through the speakers, and for the first time being like, "Oh, this sounds like me. This feels like me." You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like I'm part of something else. It just feels, which is a weird feeling, and it's hard to describe other than it just felt right and it felt honest. And that was this song called Arms that became the first song I ever put out. And I put that out when I was like 26. So then that was a turning point. And then maybe another one would be, I guess, like, what was it? Was it May of 20? Yeah, it was about a year ago. Yeah, May of 2021. I went down to LA. I did this session, and then like we were putting a song together, and then I like the next day I worked on it by myself, and it was a song that's not out yet, but the song is called "Quit Your Job."
It's a great song.
Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, you guys have heard it.
Oh yeah.
But or at least an acoustic version of it. But I wrote this song, and I like remember writing it and just being like, "Oh, I can't write this song and like not do that." You know what I mean?
That's right.
And it was kind of a crazy point in not just my life, but also like my girl. Like I remember coming home that weekend and she was like, I don't think I want to work at the place I've been working at. And I'm like, that's crazy. And I was like, talking to my boy on the phone who lives in Austin. He's like, yo, bro, I'm about to fucking leave this place. And I was like, boy, do I got a song for you. And my sister was like, I don't want to work at this hospital anymore. And I'm like, boy, do I got a song for you. And it just kind of, it's just crazy. So, yeah, so I'm starting to get that song out when it comes out, but it'll probably be a minute, you know?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, so those are a couple turning points.
So how old are you, bro? I don't even think I knew.
I'm 28.
Okay.
I had to think about that.
Yeah.
94, baby. 94, baby.
93. I'm turning
Okay.
29 in September.
That's right.
We're in September.
Oh,
and
shit.
like today's the 8th, 9th?
Yeah, some 8th, I think.
On the 19th. So by the time this airs, I'll be 29.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Happy fucking
On the
birthday
19th.
to Jon Wiilde.
So
Happy birthday,
appreciate it.
dog.
Thanks, man. The birthday is also National Talk Like a Pirate Day. It's a real holiday. You can Google it.
That's fucking perfect.
It's real hard to do for the whole day. I've tried, man. It's fucking complicated, and you're just it's exhausting.
Is it
And
always falling on your birthday?
yeah, like it's that's September
That's the day,
19th.
bro.
That- you know, that's the holiday. You know, Christmas is December 25th. It's the same
It's
thing.
Jon
You know?
Wilde's birthday,
Come on.
and it's Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Come
That's-
on, dude.
that's
What
You
else?
know?
Yeah, what else exactly?
I love it, dude.
Yeah,
So I had a question from that. What made you start with producing, I guess, like rather than just your own?
I was in bands coming up, like in high school and such, and a little after high school. And I mainly played like rhythm section. I played like bass most of the time. I played drums and something. Yeah, I just liked the idea of how records were put together. And even like me learning how to record and stuff kind of was, I was like, I guess I'll try it, you know? And then I like started learning from my homie Wrk. Shout out Wrk. It was just kind of like, I guess I was like, you think I'll be good at this? He's like, let's try it. Yeah. Okay.
That's right.
And then started working. And yeah, I just liked, I think also I like being in control and being on the back end. You get to do that. And then you find out later that you're not really, like the artist is in control. And then even more so, you find out in that role that like you have no control at all. And the more you let go, the better the art and the music come out. But that's some like philosophical shit.
That's real right there, though.
You know?
Game.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Clip that
something.
up.
Yeah, that's something I feel like a lot of artists got to hear just to get out of their own heads. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I think we find ourselves in that position sometimes where, you know, don't overthink it. Just kind of.
You can't will it to greatness, you know?
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
do what
for
comes
sure.
naturally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
that's something that sounds dope. That did you get that immediately? Have you always just been like, I'm just gonna naturally do what comes to me, or?
Nah, I think that I think it took time, and it's funny because I feel like in a weird way naturally I am that way. I'm pretty loose and easygoing, but it took me a while to like not fight it. You know, like bro, there was a period in my like early 20s that I was like, I tried out like 7 different fucking hairstyles, you know, and I'm like, all this shit just ain't working, bro, you know. And then the more I just was like, fuck it, and just let it go, it was all good. And that's maybe how the music is.
Yeah, bro.
The
You know
hair
what
is
I'm saying?
the hair is tied to the growth of the music.
Come
The
on,
processes,
dog. Come on.
The processes that make an artist them, man.
Come
That's that shit, bro.
on, you
You know
know?
what's funny is I would be lying if I told you that's the first time that somebody related their hair journey to their life journey.
Come
you know
on.
what I'm saying?
Oh,
I've
yeah,
had, I've
that's
had
true.
that conversation a lot with people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Vault Robin has really been a big educator in that sense, where he's like, you know, there's an energy in hair. You know?
Absolutely. I mean, and even in a different sense, we've all heard that story of like what girl, guy, whatever, like you go through a breakup and like the
Cut
first
your
thing,
hair.
you know, it's like that joke where like, you know, a girl's done with you if she like cuts her hair after the relationship because it means like, oh fuck, like an
Oh, yeah, it's
era just
over, yeah.
ended.
Crazy.
Like a new chapter has begun. Like,
Yeah.
dude, she's got a different hairstyle. It's fucking, don't even bother calling her, you know? And it's real.
She's
New
done.
name,
You
new
know?
me.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She decided she don't got bangs anymore. You know? It's done.
Dude, okay, so a little bit of a pivot, but still something I'm super curious about. I would like to pick your brain a little bit with.
Yeah.
You know, a conversation that we have a lot of the time is it's a content conversation, right? It's a conversation of what's in 2022, obviously knowing that there's 1,000 lanes to success and there's not any one right way. But, you know, if you had to kind of shed light on the differences between, you know, for the sake of understanding, I'll call it like the Russ mentality of like, we're going to drop a song every week until I blow up
Yeah.
versus like, let's take some time. Let's create something dope. let's put it out and think about how we're going to market it and think about, and obviously there might be overlap. There might be a time, excuse me, there might be a time for both of those things, like a time and a place, but just to kind of pick your brain a little bit and kind of, what's your perspective on that?
I think however you make music and art, you should do as honestly as possible. So if it means if you are at a rhythm of like churning out a song a day, song a week, cool, do that. That's wonderful. And it seems that's the most prevalent maybe in like hip hop and rap music, which I think is a beautiful fucking thing. Like rap and hip hop has always been, even like really before the internet, it was the genre that you can like go gold out of the trunk of your car just selling mixtapes on a corner, which I think is fucking awesome. If that's not how you make records, then don't make records like that. However, in today's age, I think there should be even more stress put on. There's a difference of making great music and great art and getting people to hear that music. You know what I mean? I think those are two different things. And if you're like, I don't want to deal with all the other internet shit, that's fine, that's cool. But if you're like, I want to be a professional artist who eats off their records, music, live tours, whatever, it means you probably got to do that dance. And the way to do it really is to like have fun with it and figure out a way that's authentic. Is that a fire alarm? Crazy.
It sounds like it's
in the camera. Just dropping bars. Yeah, I'm kidding. We got another couple minutes at least, right?
Yeah. Dude.
It's like the same pitch as that Nas song. That you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I think
it's nuts, dude.
Anyways,
I love it.
Yeah.
Dude. I think you should. You answered that more than.
That's a great distinction too, right? Where it's like, are you going to be a professional at it?
Yeah, and it's something too where like I feel like I've made these records and almost all of them aren't out yet, but it's this batch of music that I really care about and I'm still working on and growing, and it's like because I care about it, because I love it, like I'm gonna push the fuck out of it, dude.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you have the internet. You can show somebody new your song every fucking day, and it's like, yeah, there's a balance maybe to like not annoy the people that are already fucking with you, but it's not just like if you're trying too hard to look cool, I don't think that shit's gonna work, because it's like, what's the point of being cool and mysterious to like? I mean, if this what you're about, cool, but if you're just being mysterious to 10 people, more power to you. But it's like, again, if the idea is to take it to a bigger level,
right,
then take it to a bigger
It's
level.
all based on your goals, right?
There's 8 billion people in the world.
Yeah.
Almost all of them have not heard your song.
Yeah,
dude. And it's like, no matter how great the song is, they can't like it if they've never heard it.
Yeah,
exactly.
We always talk about impact over reach being a very important thing, and shout out Mario, we are Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? Impact over reach.
Baby.
But there's that, obviously that balance, right? Where if you have zero reach, then obviously, that, like you're talking about, to being able to elevate to where you could be doing it professionally and eating off it, I think that becomes really difficult. I saw a meme the other day online, and it was like a group of friends, and they're like in a studio with a guitar, right? And they're like, I love making music with my friends. Like, it's so fun. I love expressing myself. And then in the second bar, it's like a cartoon, and then in the second chapter, they're standing there, and there's another dude who leans in, and he's like, hey, you guys should market your music. You know what I mean? and then in the third picture, they're leaning back, and one of them's got a big ass thumb out like this, giving them a thumbs up. And then it cuts back, and it's just them making music again. And they're like, they say the same thing. They're like, we love having fun and making music with our friends. But like you said, if that's your groove and that's what you get your happiness from, and that's what you want to do, then do that 100%.
Yeah, and I think that, there's this idea that you gotta sully the process of making music or making art with promotion. And I'm like, again, however people want to do it is cool. But for me, I keep those things separate. Like, I'm not gonna make a song because I think it'll do well in a TikTok or something. And if that's somebody's driving force, wonderful, more power to you, dude. Like, it's just not it's not why I listen to music,
right?
But it's, if I make something and I make it as good as I possibly can by my own standard and metric, then cool. Now we can like take it over into the space and like I'll sing it, play it, whatever, and like push it that way, So I have that separation for me where I'm like, I don't want to be influenced in that way, Yeah,
in the creative light.
Yeah,
that's
like
right.
that's separate. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
that's bigger, and it just comes back to like, making great music is separate than getting people to hear it, you know?
Yeah. That's I think most people should look at it that way too. I feel like on a personal level it's almost the same, where I almost look at social media like a video game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Totally.
that's like you're just doing like levels and stuff. Where
Absolutely.
It's like you're kind of figuring shit out, and I feel like that helps with doing anything, just because the medium is usually like it's Instagram, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, or it's TikTok, I gotta do this,
Totally.
There's a lot of pressure when you really do shit like that.
And it's funny because I think there's this energy around like promoting. Like nobody likes seeing promotion, and nobody likes making promotion. And I think the idea is like, don't fucking promote, like be yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like if this is what you do and what you're about, it'll just kind of come out that way, you know? And it's like, there's an art to do that with every person and individual, you know what I mean? Like you guys make this show, so it's like just taking clips of the show and throwing it up. You're like, cool. And then it might be like, this is how we make the show. Boom, you know?
Yeah, dude, facts.
And it's like, cool, great, you know? And everybody's got their own way of doing that. And I don't think it has to be some forced thing, you know?
I remember back in the day, it reminds me of old school commercials. Do you remember when like Sprite had that commercial where they use Drake and you literally don't see the Sprite logo until like the last half a second?
Dude,
they spun promotion.
Where Drake is like a robot, except for that it's commercials so hard,
They
dude.
gave us a fucking 30-second fucking clip of iRobot and shit. You know what I mean? And then at the end, we're just like, drink Sprite.
Yeah, dude, that fucking commercial's awesome. And like it makes you want to drink a Sprite.
Yeah, dude, I'm trying to do some shit like that. But
Sprite marketing was goated back then.
Obviously a little different in it, but just to say the idea of you can think of promotion differently, and I hear you on that. You know, there's definitely an aura around that word, and I think like there's other words that are like that too, right? Like you don't see anybody labeling their events as mixers anymore, right? Because why? Because it scares people away. People don't want to go to a mixer.
Totally.
They don't want to network. They want to go to a fucking
You want to have fun.
experience.
Yeah,
They
you wanna
want
go to
an experience.
Hello, exactly, bro. Which even if that was that, those words scare people, and I think rightfully so. Obviously, I get it without a doubt.
What's
But
that, marketing 101? It's like what you're using is obviously going to invoke something. So you have to like be careful, I guess.
Absolutely, you know. Yeah, and it's also, I think it's important too that people, when they do put something out in the world and it doesn't blow up the first time they post something, like that's fine, dude. Just keep doing it.
Consistency.
And like if you really believe in something, post about it. It don't really fucking matter. It's the internet. Nobody like we remember the Sprite commercial. That is.
Yeah.
I don't really remember other Sprite commercials. You know what I mean?
dude,
Like I don't
couldn't tell you one.
If there was like a flop of a Sprite commercial, I don't remember it. You know, and it's the same way with the internet. It's just faster. You know, like no one's gonna remember your L's. Like you have to have some real fucking haters to be like, well, do you remember when you posted this clip and it was like it was kind of whack? And you're like, that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
you're
dude.
like, oh. And also, like, I can't hear you over the sound of my like platinum records now. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I just like, you know,
dude.
you know. So
Facts, brother.
Yeah.
100% facts, bro. I hear that.
I'm curious, I guess, too, because you're around the same age. You're a little older than me and closer to his age. How do you feel about what it was? Because we talk about this too a lot, where we were into the internet,
yeah.
but we didn't start with the internet. So how's that like adjustment been, I guess?
For me, it's been great, to be honest. Like I mean, in terms of like being an adult, the internet's always been there. In terms of being an active musician, the internet's always been there.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Because you did say that like you really dove in. Like,
yeah, I would say that like, you know, there is a truth, and I'm not the only person or first person to say this, but like there is a truth that TikTok kind of changed everything in regards to music and music industry, like to a real like music is so much different, or the music industry and how people get popular and discover music now compared to 2 years ago is drastically different. It's crazy, you know? And it's like, for me, I took that in stride, and like it's been working, and I really enjoy it and have fun with it, you know, and like it just fits well. I understand it better than I've understood other things in the past. But yeah, I think it's just about part of being an artist, in my opinion, is like adapting to the times. And if not adapting than probably like predicting it and being in the future. And yeah, there's always the argument of like an artist can and should do anything they want. You know, if you want to do things that are rooted totally in the past, like that's cool too. And again, you have the internet. You could, if all you want to do is like press vinyl records and that's it. You don't stream nothing. Like there's a market for that. People do that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's just if you can roll with the internet, roll with it. You know?
Hell yeah.
Facts.
No, yeah, that's I just think it's dope that the line is pretty much like this is a professional artist. This
yeah, I mean, like it's
like,
you can be direct to listener, direct to fan, direct to community, and you can really build that shit out. You know, like as direct as possible. And you got to do the groundwork. I stared right at the camera when I said that shit. You know, come on, it's real. You know, and yeah, I think you know TikTok especially, like, bro, it's crazy. I saw some statistic that said like, Gen Z kids are more likely to TikTok something than Google it if they have a question. Which is crazy, yeah,
bro.
Like just the way like millennials in my generation, like we use YouTube a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like YouTube, how to change your oil? Yeah. I'm not gonna Google that. I'll YouTube that because I want a video. Yeah, exactly. They want a faster video. Yeah. They want like
step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5,
and it'll probably be really efficient and great. Crazy. You know, like it'll probably work awesome.
My girl watches cooking videos on TikTok.
Exactly.
Same concept. Whole recipe, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's like, if you want to know more, you click the shit. But it's the same with music. Like the crossover from people finding a clip or a piece of music, a snippet, a verse or whatever, somebody performing, and that going to Spotify or something else. Like that crossover is real. And at least for me, I haven't experienced the same level of crossover on other apps like Instagram or something. Like, no hate. It's just like what it is. There's, you know, kids that are hungry for music and cool shit.
Yeah, and if you're consuming 15 or 30 seconds at a time compared to like an OG platform like YouTube where you can consume in 30 minutes at a time, it's like how many of those can you consume well then in one sitting? A lot more.
Absolutely, you know?
You get to swing the bat more. You get to swing the bat more swings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? More swings.
Moneyball.
Yeah, man.
Moneyball, baby. I love that movie.
Well, look, we've had a great conversation just about some foundation laying and some groundwork. But now I wanted to pivot at least a little bit. Don't want to get too personal with you, bro, because it's really not what the podcast is about. But I wanted to at least holler at you about some fun stuff, man. You know, it's no elephant in the room that you're really comfortable with yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Yeah, hell yeah. And that comes out in your performances. It comes out on the internet. It comes out in person. It's something I've talked about a lot with the team. It's that cohesiveness. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
appreciate that.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. You know, when Jon Wiilde's not being a motherfucking rock star, I want to know what that looks like, man. You like to, you know, I don't know how much I don't know what's your disclosure to talk about, but you know, you roll up a weed, you roll up a joint every once in a while. You smoke, you drink some drinks. You go to the library and study. Do you surf the internet? Do you fucking take walks and eat mushrooms? I mean, what's the deal, man?
I kind of want to get a library card because I saw some shit that like audiobooks are like free with a library card through some other app, and I've been paying for Audible. And I've been paying for Audible. I don't even like really fucking listen to it. But like,
me too.
You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, bro, this is just taking $15 a month.
How many free credits you got?
Probably, I got like at 9. You know, like I got a lot, dude. It's got a lot, dude. You know, whatever. But I don't know. My day is pretty simple. When I'm here at home, you know, I'm born and raised in Sacramento, and I live 3 minutes from my studio, you know, and so I like wake up. The first thing I do is I like wake up and I go outside and I stand in the sun butt ass naked for like 15 minutes, and that's like how I start my day. And I highly recommend it for anybody who has the ability. Or just doesn't give a fuck about their neighbors.
Which one are
recommend
you?
It.
Which one are you?
A little bit of both. So if you wanted to see it, you could see. You know what I mean? But like, you know, I'm not like on a 15-acre plot in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I'm just like, it's not like, you know, it's not some thick whatever. Anyways, so I do that, and then I like feed a dog and feed my dog. It's like my girl's dog, but he's like my dog. I go on a quest every morning, bro. I wander the streets until I find a dog, naked, a stray dog. So I feed the dog. He don't care that I'm naked.
He probably loves it.
Yeah, I just like go to the studio and work on records for a while, or whatever, and then go home, eat some food, hang with my lady, and just go back to the studio. And that's kind of it. My day's like real simple. It's not that crazy. And then I'm on my phone a fair amount because I'm just pushing shit right now in regards to like social media and all that. But yeah, the day's like really simple. And outside of like working on music and making records and tunes, I like going outside. I like nature. I like psychedelics. Those are fun. I do this thing. I've been doing this a lot more while I make coffee at home, and I take a little bit of psilocybin. That's mushrooms. I take a little bit of mushrooms and I like grind it with the coffee beans. And so I just like get my coffee with a little extra kick. It's a fun time. I'm not gonna lie. It's a great way to start the morning. It's nothing crazy.
Is that like a microdose? Would it be considered that, you think?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it kicks a little harder than a microdose. Sometimes I was like, oh, that was this motherfucking Monday. We getting it going. All right, you know, and that's all good, you know. But yeah, I'm not like tripping. I'm not putting like an 1/8 in the coffee beans. That's a little much, you know.
11 a.m.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Just like on a fucking Tuesday, I'm like, this is what we're doing. We're gonna talk to God. Yeah, and it's a good time.
That's right, man.
You know, so pretty simple. I just like I just like being in a good rhythm. Yeah. What do you guys do?
Damn, this is the first person to ask us something on the show.
Come on, man.
That's fucking nuts. Shit, dude. Well, fuck, dude. I just recently got a day job that I'm working in the fucking early mornings of the motherfucking day. I haven't worked a day job for a couple years, so that's super new for me. But trying to really pivot my fucking music and video shit right now and figure out what I want to do. So
that's cool.
I wanna get some funds rolling so I can not have to worry about fucking shooting so many videos in the community and trying to really,
you can focus on the thing you want to make.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, actually, that's why when you were talking at the beginning, bro, it really resonated with me. You know what you were talking about. It felt like I was meant to fucking hear you say that shit. You know,
that's awesome.
So, but again, not to knock any of the people I've worked with because I love that shit and it's what brought me to who I am. Yeah. You know, but it's definitely pivot time. So I'll keep it right there because it's not the Josh Jordan interview. But yeah, that's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you know, similar boat. You know, it's a little earlier shift, but yeah, I haven't worked a day job either in about a year and a half. Just picked that up just to give myself a little bit of funds and
that's cool.
See the bigger picture in the studio and stuff like that. But
I don't know, has John, have you ever been down to the studio? So we got a multimedia studios down the street, but that's when we talk about building the business and trying to build out the brand, that's what we're talking about. So
that's tight.
So trying to get that real. Yeah, shout out Mike, you know what I'm saying?
Let's
trying to get that real, man. So that's really been the movement. You gotta come check it out soon, bro. You have to slide through. You don't gotta be business, slide through and put something in the air. You know what that means? I can down. You know what I mean?
You know?
Yeah. Then I go over there right after. So
yeah, Chico goes to work at like 3 a.m.
Oh, bet. All right. There it is.
But it's that shit, bro. We're trying to find things that are conducive to what we want to be able to do, you know, and going to work at 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. isn't going to be conducive to our industry and what we're in and what we're trying to do. So
that's all right. Yeah, and it's smart to like be able to take a step back, stack funds, and be like, let me make a move. Yeah, you know, when it's ready.
Yeah.
That's really
you know, because like even for myself, like dude, I was like I run it's a studio and it's a school of music, and you know I love it to death, and I was teaching for 7, almost 8 years, and I loved it absolutely, but like you know for the last 2.5 years, I was like, I think I'm plateauing. I think I gotta make a jump, you know. But it took like 2 years to be able to like, okay, we're fucking doing it, you know.
Right.
Yeah, you know. So that's smart. That's awesome.
I love it, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking.
Always.
Yeah. Thanks for asking.
Come on, man.
I was gonna say too, just on the producer hype.
On the producer tip,
whatever the fuck you want to say it, Josh. That same thing where in the beginning it was like, you know, you really put a lot of energy into people and stuff like that, and that's still really what I enjoy, but just making sure that they're putting forth the same effort, like you're saying, like
absolutely
making sure you know you're with the people that want to at least kind of align, you know. There's always going to be differences, right? But
and that can be sometimes a tough thing about collaborative efforts, and it takes a village no matter what. But like, you know, whether it's like you're in a band and you're like the main person in the band or whatever, it's like I feel like the mission is, you know, can we move it forward a little bit every day?
Yeah.
And not every day is gonna feel like the biggest W. Every day is like, all right, we made one fucking social media post, or like, all right, we did like I wrote a guitar riff or whatever it is, and that's cool, you know. But it's like, and if the aligned vision of the whole group of people is that, and it doesn't mean everybody's got to move it forward every day to the same fucking
extent.
Exactly. Yeah. Have that same passion and energy.
As long as you show up.
As long as you show up, that's the big thing. You know, if somebody's just like, yeah, you tell me where to be and I'll be there. Cool, dude. Like, those people are fucking important. You know, that's huge. Different. You know, they're like, I don't deal with the other shit, but I like playing and I'll be here. You know what I mean?
Big Mike J right there behind the camera.
Let's go, Big Mike.
One of the big things he talks about, man, and he says it over and over again to us. He's been beating this in my head. So that's my little cousin. He's 4 years younger than me. And he's my business partner. So that's funny how that works out. You know what I'm saying? He's my little bro and my big bro in certain aspects. Right?
That's awesome.
So, but something he says, man, he's you know, you just got to show up. You don't got to show up for fucking 15 hours every day. You know what I mean?
Man.
You're gonna kill yourself. But sure. You got to show up every day, bro.
Yeah, I mean, because you look back in a year, 2 years, however long, and you're like, damn, we did all that, and it's like, you just don't see. And then so much of it is like psychology of habits, you know. And I feel like I've focused on that more and more in the last like 6 months, year.
Damn,
it's just
talk about it.
You know, it's just like how you shape your day. If you're like, if the thing you want to do, I know I keep bringing up music, but it's kind of the thing I do. It's like if you want to make music, then like do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And then it starts showing in other ways where it's like, okay, maybe today I didn't write music or I didn't write a song. Maybe you like, or I didn't make a beat or whatever, but it was you like made social media progress or you like tapped in with this person, you did that or that. Like it shows up in different ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, and if you made a beat, then fucking great. If you made a song, great. Like there's so many ways of winning. And I just feel like that's the mentality of like, just how do you move it forward a little bit every day, you know?
Yeah, dude, let's get cliche. Here's my other favorite saying right here. Ready? If you're in the fucking forest and it's fucking fog and you can't see in front of you and you don't know what the fuck you do, you're supposed to look down. If you can see your feet, you're supposed to take a step.
Great.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's simple, dude.
I like
get high, so that should make sense to me.
Yeah, I've never heard that before. That was great.
Yeah, dude.
I like it.
Yeah, it don't matter. As long as you can see your feet, and even if you can't see your feet, I mean, I guess just fuck it, take a step, hopefully it ain't a cliff.
Yeah. And
what else you gonna do? Stand there?
And I feel like that has a message in there too of just like having faith in faith, as funny as that sounds, where it's like, bro, people are like afraid of, I don't know if it's gonna work, and you're like, yeah, that's like the whole point, you know?
Yeah, dude.
That's like the whole fucking point. Welcome to Mark, dude.
Hey,
you know?
Crazy. Listen,
it's like trusting yourself, bro. You know, you gotta trust yourself.
Come on, dog.
That boy LaRussel, shout out LaRussel, man, Vallejo, California. That boy said, "I'm never too convinced. I get off on the suspense."
Come on.
Oh yeah, you gotta be comfortable.
Man.
Here's another cliche. We're throwing out cliches.
Yeah, that's what I was throwing out.
Being comfortable, being uncomfortable, basically.
Yeah, bro.
And that's like a big thing that I feel like people kind of get out of. Like you kind of dip in,
absolutely,
and then you'll get comfortable, and then you'll be okay with that, and not get back into it, not realizing that that's why you're growing. And
it's like the camera's overheating, so we just told him to let it chill for a second. So if we are only capturing audio right now, it's because the camera's overheating, but we'll be right back. Shout out 105 degrees Sacramento.
Yeah, 111.
111.
Look, shout out Sony. They're great cameras, but they get hot.
It's all right.
But yeah, man, even just the discipline, and I feel like that's even a dirty word, like in the arts and stuff like that, because you don't want it to sound like too, you know what I mean? Like everybody wants it to be a good time, but the discipline to really get down and create those habits, and so that even on the days that you don't want to do something, you do it.
Yeah, and again, it's just like, again, it's just about showing up. And yeah, every day is not gonna look like, you know, dude, I made a #1 record, or dude, I made a fucking Scorsese level film. It's like, it's just, you're gonna fucking kill yourself trying to do that, you know? It's just like, how do you show? Yeah, and it's like, yeah, and then by the time those things happen, it's just like, it's part of it. And then like the fun thing is like you get that win, and then you get back to doing what you're doing because that's what you do and you love it. You know what I mean? Like I know there's a lot of artists who make records who are like decades into their career, and like, you know, they're 20 albums in. Maybe the albums aren't that great anymore, and that's all right, you know, like people are in their 60s, 70s, whatever. And but they're like, oh, why do you keep doing this? It doesn't have the same success as like your first album, your second album, whatever, you know, back in your heyday in the 70s. And they're like, this is what I do, dude. I don't really do it. They're like, I mean, like, that shit's tight.
It happened.
Yeah, it happened.
But
I did that. You're like, but dude, like, you know, I make music. This is what I do. This is what I like to do. You know, and if people fuck with it, cool. If not, whatever.
After 20 years of loving your wife, do you just walk away and say, all right, it was a good fucking run?
It was a good fucking run, dog. You know?
Mario, like, yeah, that's exactly what you do.
Camera's on, but we got one motherfucker in here.
But yeah, man, that's real shit, bro. You dropping gems on the people, man.
Let's go.
You dropping gems on the people, man.
Let's go, dog. It's just the lack of shoes, you know?
Shit, bro. I know, bro. I keep sparking all these different questions. So we'll narrow down, Cheats. If you got a few left, we'll just get a couple in. I know they keep kind of rolling here, and then we'll jump on to the next segment. But
I'm good with it, but I know y'all are on a time frame, so whatever you want to do.
Yeah, no, team shit, man. This is a big left turn, but I just want to ask, dude, was it hard to fucking hold a stogie in your mouth in between your teeth with sand falling on your face and perform?
The stogie holding part wasn't that hard. It was just like the sand.
Dude, everybody that was watching the video, right? We got an 80-inch TV screen, right?
Bro.
This motherfucker's playing. Someone goes, and there's like, bro, there's 10 of us in there. I'm not juicing you
Y'all
up.
played
It's
it on
gang.
an 80-inch TV?
Bro, it's gang. I'm telling you, we're team deep in the lobby watching this shit, right? Look, and I swear, everybody's like, oh, no, I would have been like this.
That's what I thought too. When I first saw it.
We were like, I don't know how he performed.
You got sand in your mouth. I was like, you for sure got sand everywhere.
Oh, dude, it was crazy. Dude, I got up from the table and I remember like somebody, like we did like a little behind the scenes video of me just like talking at the camera. And I remember watching the video later and I was like, bro, the sand makes it look like I have a mustache, and I didn't. Like it just gripped onto the little pores and stubs of my shaved like facial hair right here, and it just like you're like boom, and I was like, all right, like dude, there was so much sand. It was a problem, dude. Eyes, face, mouth. I mean,
Was that Mikey Rare?
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, me and Mikey and I directed that. Yeah.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
and he's just shout out to Mikey Rare because he's one of the homies. B, he's fucking killing it. He's doing so much dope shit. And C, him, Joe, my homie Millie, this other dude Manifesto. The girl who starred in the video with me, her name's Erin. She's awesome. But everybody was just like a fucking soldier for that video shoot, bro. Because we just. Dude, like sand is heavy. We are carrying.
I saw the bags,
bro.
I saw the photos.
Dude, we're
how you
carrying.
get sand in the living room?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like we're just like I was like,
Sand
all right, let's go to
bags.
Home Depot and get like 100 pounds of sand, and like they're like, all right, bro. And it's like,
Anything
and
for the
then
vision.
all the shots of us being on like the edge of the water with like the trees, and we're like in the water. Is this like secluded part of this lake in Folsom. And like it was such a putt, dude. And like, you know, Joe's got like fucking hella cameras and you guys know how it is, like hella gear and shit.
Yeah.
And like
Hiking that motherfucker
dude,
in.
and like, you know, it's just and it's not like a clear path. You
We'll
know,
hang
you
up the
can't
hammock right here.
dude, exactly. It's just fucking nuts, bro. Cause it was like, no, this is the spot over here. It's super tight. And I'm like, bro, it's like a mile away. Like fucking like this is the nearest parking. So yeah, everybody was a soldier on that fucking video. That's so dope. Y'all played it on an 80-inch screen TV.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking badass.
Oh yeah, bro. Nah, brother, we're fans, bro. If we didn't tell you that, man,
I
we're
got you.
fans, bro.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, no, we're fans,
Let's
man. You know what I'm saying? You're a dog, bro. But we definitely fans, and
The love is
not
real.
to say that the validation of fucking the people that are around our studio, means anything. It's the gang, and I love them. But yeah, bro, everybody there, when we put that shit on, there's a level of professionalism that comes with the music, the sound, the video, the way that it was presented. It's super consumable.
I
You know what
appreciate
mean? I feel like it could. People that listen to strictly rap music listen to that.
That's
right?
cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
a couple of those people in those rooms don't listen to
Yeah, not
pop, rock, nothing besides
whatever it would be
just
labeled
rap.
at. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know? Yeah. I don't even want to ask you to put it in a genre because I don't even want to put you in a box.
Either way,
so.
no. But that's real. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, team shit, man. It's
Let's
regular, bro.
go, dog.
It's up, man.
Groundwork, baby.
Groundwork. It's what we own, man.
Come on.
Hey, and this is something we haven't done all the shows. So look, man, can you spell your name for the folks real quick? Because they've been trying to look it up for the last 30 minutes. They've been trying to find you on YouTube.
I know. It's I know, bro. It's JONWIILDE.
Two eyes.
J-
Now go
J-O-N.
search beach right
There
now.
you go, John Wild Beach. No H, 2 I's, and an E. You know.
Yeah,
And
man.
then you're like, that's too many rules, bro.
It's cool. If you're trying to see
Too
John
many
in his
rules,
birthday
bro.
suit, check it out.
Come on, dog. You know.
Give it a search.
Come on, dude. That scene was crazy too, because it's like me and her, and we're Mike. We got this buddy out in like Pollock Pines, in like Colfax, somewhere out there, and he let us use. He let us use that little piece of property with like the forest and trees.
Looked like you were in bumfuck nowhere.
Dude, we
Yeah,
were. It was
really.
wonderful. It was like 7 a.m. because like the morning light. You know how it is, like film
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So like we're out there like 7 a.m. and her and I just stand hella still, and we're like both butt naked, and like she's
no banana hammock.
Nah, like, and we're like, it's gotta look real. And she's like, she's the homie, right? Erin's super dope. So the whole time I'm like, please let me know if you're uncomfortable. And she's like, dude, shut the fuck. I'm fine. Okay. I'm like, are you sure? Da 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 da. But we're standing like 6 inches apart from each other, and like just butt naked at like 7 a.m. And it's like kind of cold, and we're just standing there, and we're like sort of shivering. And then, dude, I get home that night, and my girl's like, what the fuck is on your back? And I'm like, what? And there's like 25 mosquito bites on my fucking back. Because we just stood still. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I feel hella bad for Erin. I'm like, I feel hella bad for her. And I was like, yo, did you get hella? She's like, oh, I've been up like crazy. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you know, but like movie magic, baby. Come on.
You look like a fucking statue in that shot.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you were still.
When Mikey edited that shot together, it was just like, crazy. Yeah, no, I was stoked. He, you know, and Joe did the camera work. Everybody just knocked out of the park. You know what I mean?
Video man fanboy. You know, that shit was going nuts. As a videographer, that shit was going fucking crazy. You want to know my favorite thing about that fucking video, bro? My favorite fucking thing. You ready for this? It's gonna be real videographer. It's not artist related. There's no special effects.
Yeah.
Not a single one.
Nah, it's just,
that motherfucking story gets told.
Well, and that's the thing where like, you know, I really fuck with Mikey for so many reasons, but like he's super down when we make videos together to like we develop a story. And it doesn't have to be like a traditional story exactly, but like some of them are. And like we build a shot list together because it's like I give a fuck and he gives a fuck, and so we like I usually have like an idea. I come to him, we bounce it off each other, da 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 da, and get it to a place where it should be, and then he like actually builds a fucking treatment because I have no idea how to do that, and I have no fucking clue how to do
that.
Team
shit takes a village. That's what you said.
It does, and so it's cool, man, because it's just like I'm a big believer across all platforms that like, you know, whether it's you got audio effects, video effects, cool lenses, all that shit's great, but it just doesn't fucking matter if the core isn't there. You know, in movies and film and video, if the story's not there, then what the fuck are we doing? And in records, if the song isn't good, then what the fuck are we doing? You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, getting a good song to be a good record's a different thing, you know, and just because your 808's loud doesn't mean your record's tight, you know? But if you got a loud 808, great. If you have a loud 808 on a fucking awesome song, cool, you know?
Yeah, if you have an 808 on an amazing song and everything's cohesive, even better.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like using the tools to enhance the song and the record and the story.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That reminds me of those real, like, rappers who rap really fast. You know what I'm saying?
Lyrical
it's like,
miracle.
Weaponize it.
You know?
Don't give me fucking 32 bars. Don't give me 2 minutes of you rapping fast. Give me a little, you know, show me some shit and then turn it up. The back half
of verse 2.
Yeah, you know turn it up and really make me be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
You know
same with like, nobody wants to hear a guitar solo throughout the whole song, but like, you do it right, and like, that guitar solo can be awesome.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Chills with that guitar solo.
Hey,
you do it right.
You know, like just a little bit can go a long way.
That's
you
right,
know?
brother.
And it's like, yeah, but nobody, because like guitar, same thing is like the whole crazy fast rapping and guitar shredders. It's like the same energy. It's just like, it's a technical exercise. It's basically somebody just like jacking off on the song. It's just like, they're doing that for them. And if that's what they want to do, more power to you, bro. It's all good. It's all love. But like, songs are, you know, for
it's
people.
It's like controlling.
Damn.
You know, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here's some fucking gems this show, dude.
Jack it off.
All right, hey, dude, look. We're gonna talk to Jon Wiilde for 3 hours. Tomorrow's gonna get fucking mad. All right, so we gotta get this shit rocking. Look, man, it's team shit. There's cheat code. I know I got at least one more thing, but you got one more thing you want to ask? Anything else you got to say before we push on the Groundwork Radio, brother?
I did, bro. You know, everybody gets asked this, I think, when they're good singing wise. Did you learn that, or was that something developed just from the love of music? Like,
I was lucky enough to take some vocal lessons growing up. However, in no way, shape, or form do I really consider myself like a natural singer. You know what I mean? Like some people just like, and a lot of times there's people that grew up in a church or something, but like by like 9, they just like, you sound pretty fucking good for a 9-year-old.
Just belt
that was not me by any fucking standard. And you know, I was also lucky. Really, what did it honestly was like teaching vocal lessons for like 7 years. And like when I started teaching, I was like, I don't feel qualified to teach these motherfuckers. But doing that for so long really it really trains and hones your ear in. And then I just started singing more and more. It was just that. It was just like, bro, if you want to sing, sing. If you want to film, pick up a camera. Like, it's the same. It's just it's really just that.
Just take the fucking step.
Do it for like 10 years. And if you really do it for that long, it'll probably work, you know, to a certain extent. So
that's that shit, bro. And it's right. There's a little bit of a side channel on what you're talking about. Yeah, bro. But exactly. It's like, if you're not worried about the when and you know what the what is and that's what you're working towards and it's undeniable that's what's going to happen because that's what hard work pays off to be, then, you know, rock that shit.
Yeah.
I often have conversations with young guys.
Trust yourself.
I've had a conversation with a guy just recently who said, you know, if I don't fucking blow up by 23, like, I'm going to fucking go do something else. I'm like, well, if that's how you're thinking, you should probably just leave right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You just go do whatever you was going to do right now. But because you don't want to wake up at 23 and be like, damn, you know what I mean? Well, why'd you even put those limitations on yourself? If you know that there's something that you're working towards, timing is everything, right? Shout out my boy Mike again. You know what I'm saying? Timing is everything. And the timing that you think is right may not be the timing that is right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think being so hell-bent on that first, because what does blowing up mean? First of all, just saying, like, what the fuck does it, like,
blowing up mean?
Like, define it, bro. Like, what is that? Yeah, is that a gold record? Is that a million streams? Like,
because a million streams ain't $1 million.
Yeah, and like, where's that? I know. I fucking know. I'm well aware, dude. Come on.
But hey, brother,
you know,
all jokes aside though, props, you hear me?
Hey, appreciate it. You know,
going crazy.
We're doing it. Let's go. We're just getting started. Come on,
groundwork.
Come on, groundwork.
You had one more, Josh?
Yeah, I don't know if we're at nah, man, we ain't even gonna get to it. We're gonna talk about it off camera, so shout out to people, but
whatever you want to do, on camera, off camera, I'm good.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Nah, it's just one of those things, bro. I think I'd rather talk to you about it off camera.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when we bring you back podcast number 2 and shit,
we'll
get to it.
Let's
you know
go.
What I'm saying?
Come on.
But yeah, man. So y'all stay tuned for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I got some shit that I really like to knowledge about, bro. And I think it's more so anything. It's probably just like me experiencing you as an artist and some shit that I'd like to know, but I just don't know if it's 100% appropriate to just like put it out there.
Cool.
So we'll holler at it.
All right.
Team
Appreciate
shit.
it.
Hell yeah. Regular. Cheat code.
Yes,
we motherfucking, I think we're there, man. Jon Wiilde, thank you so much for letting us pick your brain for fucking like 40 minutes, dude.
Thank you. This is hella fun, man. I appreciate y'all having me on. This was cool, man.
Yeah,
you know, and this like happened hella organically. Y'all just like shouted me out, and I was like, "Yo!" I was like, "Y'all have people on?"
Crazy, bro.
You know,
Cheat code told me he told me that DM came in, and I was like, "Okay." I was like, "That's fire." And he's like, "Well, let's line it up." I'm like, "Fuck it, dude."
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, that shit was truly fire to me, bro. We appreciate your life,
dude.
You know
I
what I'm saying?
appreciate you guys. Yeah, this is awesome. Appreciate the whole team, man. Groundwork. Come on, dude.
Come on, man. Team shit, man.
You know?
bro.
All right, man. Well, shit. That was part 2 of the motherfucking Groundwork podcast. We're gonna move on to segment number 3. This segment number 3 is my personal favorite. Not that I didn't love talking to you, brother, because I'm gonna be honest with you, that was an amazing conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, let's go.
Part 3 is Groundwork Radio. It's a segment that's totally highlighting local, around, up-and-coming artists. I don't even want to call them local artists because, you know, that's something that I think now at this time is becoming like a box that people are putting people into. You know what I mean? What is a fucking local artist? Local to who? You know what I'm saying? You could be in Sacramento and be turned up in Houston, so what the fuck are we talking about, right?
Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, man. Buffalo, New York, whatever. We know how that shit goes.
Yeah.
But look, man, here's how it's going to go. I've got a song. Chico got a song. Jon Wiilde has a song, hopefully, because I just popped it on 2 hours ago and was like, hey, bro, get a song.
Let's go.
Yeah. So we're going to go through these 3 songs. We're going to make sure we let y'all know who the artists are. And then after that, we got something special planned for y'all. So let's get to this motherfucking Groundwork Radio. Chico, do you want to start with your song?
No.
God damn.
I'm going to start with Jordan's song.
Okay. Check it out then. That's a real easy breakdown. Yeah, you see that, Mario? See how you do me? I got to keep talking. God damn. All right, check it out. Here we go. This next song, man, it's real dope. It's motherfucking LaRussel and Tope, based out of Vallejo, California. These guys, I definitely would not use the term up and coming or local. They definitely breach those markets, very much so, like our dog right here next to us, man. And, you know, shout out the motherfucking movement, man. LaRussel and Tope going real crazy.
They're doing it. It's dude, it's admirable, man. It's fucking motivational. It's real cool what they're doing. Absolutely.
Thing. So, you know, usually the last couple episodes we've used this segment to kind of highlight some artists that are around us, but I just want to take the moment to say this is somebody that I'm personally a huge fan of. You know what I mean? It's somebody that I look at his blueprint, at how he produces his work, and how he moves in his lanes, and how he's able to perpetuate that culture with the people around him. It's really a community movement, and I think that there's notes to get taken about that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a continuous conversation that happens between exclusiveness and accessibility, but he's really showing the world that accessibility can work for you.
It's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? So this song right here, I believe it's called Longshot. Is that the one I told you today?
I don't know.
Oh shit! All right, I'll pull it up for you. Yeah, go ahead and search that one up. If that's not it, it's still a great song.
LaRussel Longshot?
Yeah.
Long.
Yeah, the Longshots.
The Longshots. Yeah. Okay.
Real dope song though, man. This is one of those things. Look, it's one of those things that I think very often, especially in today's day and age, rap, hip hop music sometimes will get looked over because of the genre that it is, but the writing that goes into it is like poetry to me. This one right here, you know what I'm saying? This is some real shit that he talks about, and it's like bar for bar shit that resonates with me. So let's get to it, man. Wrk Radio, LaRussel, Tope, the Longshots.
Yeah. Wow.
You heard
Charmaine
this?
on the boards, man. Tope trying to come different. Hey.
Charmaine on the boards.
Tribulations and trials. Know my granny smiling from the clouds. And get to see me grow up as a child. She wouldn't believe what I've accomplished. Could have been an accomplice. Made it out the jungle, did it without a compass. Hey. Young, black, and confident, the crackers call it pompous. Move with my conscience, so niggas call me conscious. I'm just spitting life rap, sharing what I go through. I just write my thoughts down, lay it on Pro Tools. I done came a long way from BDE Studios, UPS box trucks and UTC cubicles. Found all the loopholes, laid down the blueprint, deposited the thousands, refunded the 2 cent, break down the roadblocks, renovate the old blocks, curry with the range dog, winning by a long shot. Know you gotta be the change if you wanna see the change. First album was 24, 64 I lead the game. Mamba mentality, I'm a real nigga in actuality. I pay my mama like she on salary. Nigga, I'm the new wave, nigga, I'm a new man. I heard your new shit, you didn't gain a new fan. I'm tired of trash rap, I'm tired of old flows. They wanna be millionaires, nigga, that's my old goals. Broke down the roadblocks, never left the old block. Curry with the range dog, winning by a long shot. Nigga, it's different.
What?
Come on.
That shit turned
What are
me
we
too much.
doing? Wow.
Shit made
Y'all
me want to
watching
go
this
home.
shit live and direct, nigga. It's not the fucking same. Whoa.
Hey, you just mute me, Mario.
Josh too loud to be muted, bro.
Has been going insane.
I believe
3
in the other
albums
mics.
in 1 year's time. Who else?
You can't silence Josh Jordan.
My bad. Hey, Chico, you might have to pull my mic down during the
Been here
performance.
with
So
me
you
since
just.
Effect 1.
Nah, I'm gonna make
Not
sure.
the same.
We're gonna tag LaRussel like we always tag everybody. And I'm gonna make sure that he hears you going over the bars hard as shit.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Look, people be like DMing Shakira and all this extra shit, telling them happy birthday and all that shit's cool and everything. You know what I mean? For the most part, I DM my homies, but that's one dude I fucking DM. I
cool.
DM LaRussel like, hey, dog,
dope.
keep setting that blueprint, taking notes.
There you
know
go.
what I mean? Like, it's regular shit, you know? Oh,
People
God, bro.
DM Shakira and shit like
Well, bro, you see that meme where it's like people will fucking tell
Yeah.
fucking Fat Joe happy birthday, but won't repost my music. You know what I'm saying?
It's real. It's
Yeah,
funny.
I mean, yeah, dude,
You know?
it's that shit, bro.
Hey, man.
Man.
You know?
Hey, Wrk Radio, man. That was LaRussel and Tope. Shout out Tope too, real dope producer. They've been rocking for a minute. Chico, what you got going next for us, man? What you mean? Y'all hear that shit? Hey, Mario,
Oh,
you think he
no.
knows the song? He said,
I do. I was gonna pick between two, and I don't know, but I'm gonna go with this one. Shout out Majiano. Oh yeah. Yeah, he July 2nd is what it's telling me. I forgot the exact drop date.
Is this Heatwave?
This is
Which one is this?
This is from the project The Diamond.
Okay.
After this with Khalilonthebeat.
It's a hit.
Yeah, I just felt like it had to be heard. You know what I
That's
mean?
team shit.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm calling Khalilonthebeat the Sacramento T-Pain now because everything he gets on, he just.
Listen, Khalilonthebeat is top class engineer who will also bless your motherfucking track with the hottest hook that you can fucking get on it. So, you know what I'm saying? Who else?
All right.
It's a hot boy summer, feel the heat wave. Mario keeps muting me. I don't blame him. Okay, I'll shut up.
No, I'm just playing.
See you at a bar with your friends. I don't really see no man. I think you with me could be doing things. I see you in my plans. Hit the floor, let's go dance. This your song, this your jam. Got a night so with the lights low and this drink in my hand. Let me ask you this, girl, what you trying to do after this? Baby, you so bad. You so bad, you ain't the average. Let me ask you this, hey girl, what you trying to do after this? Baby, you so I could feel a mood. I'm just tryna get you out this room now, baby. I ain't tryna be rude. I could feel the vibe. Maybe we could take it outside. I could be yours for the night. Slide. What's your number? What's your sign? Told her I'm a dime and I'm looking for a dime. Picture perfect, she's so fine. Next top model. Bartender, bring another bottle. Touch your head back, baby, eyes closed. Push your head back, girl, swallow. Turned up, give a fuck about tomorrow. All gas, no brakes, full throttle. Ooh, girl, you a hard act to follow.
Let me ask you this. Girl, what you trying to do after this? Baby, you so bad. You so bad, you ain't the average. Let me ask you this. Hey, girl, what you trying to do after this? Baby, you so bad. Yeah, you so bad, you ain't the average. I know you wanna let it go. Yeah, we ain't gotta take it slow. Girl, I'm calling to play and it's inaudible. She ain't sipping champagne, she off the audio. And by the look in your eyes, you had a lot of those. Baby, I don't mind, I'm off about a wall. It's a hot girl summer, baby, down a bow. I'ma knock it down like a domino. So go ahead and put it on me. I swear we're the only ones at this party. Baby, I'm loving your body. Can you be my shawty? From the night till the morning. I think you a good girl, but you can naughty. Let's go back to the crib, girl, I got what you need. Now I'ma ask you again, is you leaving with me? Let me ask you this. Girl, what you trying to do after this? Baby, you so bad. You so bad, you ain't the average. Let me ask you this. Hey, girl, what you trying to do after this? Baby, you so bad. Yeah, you so bad, you ain't the average. So bad.
They went crazy. I definitely feel like I could be in the club. Like,
We're in the club right now,
Yeah,
dog,
not even
you know?
like turned up, like really posted,
Yeah, you
just sipping.
You're just chilling, bro. Yeah.
you
Even if
chilling.
you are on the dance floor, you just swaying.
Chill club vibe.
She's so bad. She's so bad. Come on, bro. Talk about it. Hey, man, shout out Khalilonthebeat.
Let's
Shout out
go.
Majiano.
Shout out Majiano, man. It's a motherfucking team.
There it is.
All right.
I think I got one. I hope it's the right song. I think it is. Let's go with Infinite by K Hella. So that's our homie K space Hella. That's the boy right there. Him and I are working on a bunch of stuff for him right now.
Hell
I
yeah.
feel real excited about. You know, he ain't dropped in a minute, and but it's just that dude's been putting in work. It's real cool to fucking see. So big shout out to K. And he's also on Holden, which is a song I put out a couple months ago. That's the boy right there. Yeah.
Hell
That's
yeah.
the song that we showcased a couple weeks ago, I believe. Holding Life from the Top, right?
Yeah.
Live from the
exactly.
top.
K Hella is somebody I've looked up to. Nobody
He's
would
awesome.
probably ever really know that. You know what I'm saying? Or have asked me that, but I don't even know if K Hella knows that. But I've known of K Hella since like 2018 or something.
Bro,
like that.
that dude's so talented. He just he's just starting. I feel like over the last year or
Yeah,
two,
for
you
sure.
really tap into it, and it's just like off air. I'll play you guys some stuff that we've been working on because I just like it.
Hell
It
yeah.
makes me excited.
Yeah, dude, I love
That's
it.
tight. Hell yeah.
So
K Hella Infinite on Groundwork Radio.
let's go.
Hey, butthead. I just felt something.
You should know my style is infinite, and we flying at a couple hundred miles in a minute. Like, she ain't got a child, then I'm with it. If she giving me the eye, then she liable to get it right. I ain't for the vibe in a minute. If the pussy hit right, then I might as well spend the night. You ain't got a lie to kick it. Hold on, give me a sec. Got a smile for the women like. You should know my style is infinite, and we flying at a couple hundred miles in a minute. Like, she ain't got a child, then I'm with it. If she giving me the eye, then she liable to get it right. I ain't for the vibe in a minute. If the pussy hit right, then I might as well spend the night. You ain't got a lie to kick it. Hold on, give me a sec. Got a smile for the women like. So long and sayonara. Might drop the mic and pick my guitar. My rhymes are hard, but my life is harder. Flow wet as water, bitch, I'm Katara. Like I'm Vince Carter with the windmill. Still might struggle to hold the pen still. No 22s, I'm whipping the big wheel. Told my mom I'm a rap, she told me to get real like. Fool me once, she fooled me twice. Get a real job, that's fool's advice. I'm too cool for school, I'm cool as ice. Call me Mr. Shot, cause I don't miss the shot. And got the biggest rocks on the wrist. If you forgot I'm the shit, then you get cracked, I'm a lit. Confuse my raps with the scripture. On the track, I'm the bishop. Holy water in my hydro flask. God's gift on the side of that. High as hell is a side effect. Hit up Denny's late night, dine and dash. You know I don't got time for it. Rock time for it for the culture. Hit up my girl and invited her over. She know I just came for the cat like Doja. Ay, you should know my style is infinite, and we flying at a couple 100 miles in a minute. Like, she ain't got a child, then I'm with it. If she giving me the eye, then she liable to get it right. I ain't for the vibe in a minute. If the pussy hit right, then I might as well spend the night. You ain't gotta lie to kick it. Hold on, give me a sec. Got a smile for the women like. You should know my style is infinite, and we flying at a couple 100 miles in a minute. Like, she ain't got a child, then I'm with it. If she giving me the eye, then she liable to get it right. I ain't for the vibe in a minute. If the pussy hit right, then I might as well spend the night. You ain't gotta lie to kick it. Hold on, give me a sec. Got a smile for the women like. Talk is cheap, but I cost a fortune. Flow so clean, you can mop the floor with. Don't know me, you should probably forfeit. The lyrical equivalent of Pablo portrait. So of course it's kinda hard to digest. Even though I know I'm dope, I digress. Just try and get some shit off my chest. My girl got pissed, don't respond to my text, and we get to arguing. How did it start? I hate to say, but it's always my fault. Pack on my shit and I go to the car. Pull out the garage and arm the alarm. Slowly pull off in the dark. I notice a notification. She wanna know where I'm staying. I'd rather sleep in the car, stare at the stars, come home in the AM to open arms and open doors. But when in Rome, it's total war. Keep shit on the low like ocean floors. Told her you my number one, no Bulbasaur. She rolled her eyes. Same shit I told before. It's a disguise for the lies that it's over for. For no support, for throwing shit overboard. Thank God she'll be back in the morning for more like. You should know my style is infinite, and we flying at a couple 100 miles in a minute. Like, she ain't got a child, then I'm with it. If she giving me the eye, then she liable to get it right. I ain't for the vibe in a minute. If the pussy hit right, then I might as well spend the night. You ain't gotta lie to kick it. Hold on, give me a sec. Got a smile for the women like. You should know my style is infinite, and we flying at a couple 100 miles in a minute. Like, she ain't got a child, then I'm with it. If she giving me the eye, then she liable to get it right. I ain't for the vibe in a minute. If the pussy hit right, then I might as well spend the night. You ain't gotta lie to kick it. Hold on, give me a sec. Got a smile for the women like.
You should know my style is infinite, and we flying at a couple 100 miles in a minute. Like, she ain't got a child, then I'm with it. If she giving me the eye, then she liable to get it right. I ain't for the vibe in a minute. If the pussy hit right, then I might as well spend the night. You ain't gotta lie to kick it. Hold on, give me a sec. Got a smile.
Sheesh.
Let's go.
K Hella Infinite. The motherfucking Groundwork Radio.
Boy spitting, doing his thing, you know?
He's talking crazy. Shout out motherfucking K Hella, man. It's a motherfucking movement. All right, look, well, now's the time of the show where we'd be motherfucking closing up, getting the fuck out of here, you know what I'm saying? But I do think we got an extra couple minutes right here on this back end. Special segment performance, special little, sprinkle, dazzle on him. Okay, yeah, we're actually going to take a quick break. It's motherfucking Groundwork. We're going to be right back right once we get this audio shit set up. You hear me, Jon Wiilde? Hey.
Presenting a very special performance by Jon Wiilde.
Thanks, man. This first song is called Beach. I just put it out.
Nothing I can do, but I think about you way too much. I wanna hold your hand, I wanna keep lost in the frame with you. I like it when you speak. You don't use way too many words like everybody else. You just feel so complete. Now if God might make believe, I bet you and me would just end up somewhere on the beach. Now if God might make believe, I bet you and me would just end up somewhere on the beach. Yeah. It's something about you, yeah. Man, it's just so damn long. I wanna feel you bad. I like it when we're alone, and don't you know that I just wanna lay you down. Don't you know that I just like it when you're around. Oh, come on now, if God might make believe, I bet you and me just end up somewhere on the beach. Now if God make believe, I bet you and me would just end up somewhere on the beach. Yeah. On the beach. On the beach. On the beach. If God make believe, I bet you and me would just end up somewhere on the, come on, yeah, now come on, now if God make believe, I bet you and me would end up somewhere on the beach, yeah, on the beach, baby, end up somewhere on the beach, baby, yeah, yeah, on the beach, beach, on the beach.
Appreciate y'all. Let's get there. Let's get her tuned up. One more time. This song's called Holdin'. I did it with my homie K Hella. You know, he won't mind me doing his part, so.
27 in 2 days, 2 tabs away from a good place, 200 miles from home on the coast at a beach we can both lay in. Do you get high without drugs? Do you lack life in your love? Do you feel like you're enough? Do you feel like you're enough? Well, maybe you're running, maybe you see what you need when you're stoned. Maybe you come over, crawl in my bed, and we can hang out and just turn off our phones. And yeah, I like when you hang. Yeah, I like when we hang. 'Cause I'm rolled it up and I smoked it. Put my soul into motion just to get away. I'm holding, couple times that I'm golden, swimming you like the ocean, just to feel away. Just another stick in the mud, stupid as a stupid does, caught in the vibe, feeling the buzz. If I'm too shy, is it enough? If I can't fly, is it enough? Do you get high just because? Do you get by without a buzz? Look in my eyes and just trust. Am I asking too much? Always asking too much, yeah. I'm at the tippy top of the mountain now, gotta stop now. From the Vegas trip to Rodeo, ride with the top down. Off the bucket list, another dozen to cross out. Just a sip of 7 and something, baby, I'm cross now. Hey, you gotta keep them separated. Just a couple kids, love, don't get medicated. And as long as the record keeps playing, we can spin if you know what I'm saying. 'Cause I'm holding, rolled it up and I smoked it. Put my soul into motion just to get away. I'm holding, couple tabs that I'm golden, swimming you like the ocean, just to be away, yeah. Whoa. Yeah, I'm holding.
That was motherfucking Jon Wiilde closing out the show.
Appreciate you guys having me. It's so fun. Thanks so much.
Love your life.
Hey, let's do it.
Hey, man, I want my motherfucking dog cheat code. We here with Jon Wiilde.
Let's go.
Shout out motherfucking We Are Sacramento. Shout out motherfucking CitySound. Shout out motherfucking Soundbyte.
Hell yes.
Shout out the motherfucking movement. Hey, Jon, we appreciate you for coming through, man. Really shedding some light, you know what I'm saying? Talking to the motherfucking people, bro.
Dude, I appreciate y'all. This was hella fun. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, man. We love your life, bro. We love your life. You hear me?
You know what I'm saying?
We appreciate you, man. We are Sacramento. We couldn't do it without you. Love you and appreciate you. Thanks for closing out the show on us. Some shit we ain't never done, man. It's regular. Groundwork, the motherfucking platform.